coming along with everything? Like, where's your?
I started freaking out today because I haven't done much the last week. My kids are sick, and it's just been crazy around here. So I was just finally revising my social media speech, and I'll post that after the call. And
did you shorten it?
That's what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 21-day outline, I have done nothing with that, so I need to start filling that in. And then, just the physical stuff. I was trying to think about what am I going to wear, and trying to quickly shop on Amazon and get some new things sent over, and schedule my hair to get done, and all of that kind of stuff. I was like, ooh, if I'm paying this much money for these great videos and photos, I better look good. So,
yeah. You mean like do like color and stuff before you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see my gray patch? I have a
No, you can't see it.
I like look
Maybe
closer.
not through the computer.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
I packed a lot of outfits. I overpacked.
That social media speech, the one that we say during, like for your video, where you're talking over the other scenes that have been filmed?
Yep, that's my branding video.
Yes. So is that your social media speech?
No, like your social media mirror speech is basically your introduction, right? So who you are, what you do, which is your like introduction, your elevator, but tied into it is a bit of your like why.
Yeah.
Drawing in that emotion from your reader as to why you do it. And mine was super long too at the beginning. I did exactly what you did. I like wrote out my life basically because I didn't really know how to piece it all together. And then just kind of cut that, right? But that's just also to get you really comfortable with your own story. Yeah. And like anything, they say, stories sell and facts tell, right? So like, it's awesome that you do what you do, but unless somebody really knows why you do it and they feel like you genuinely care and can help them because you've been through your own transformation, so you want to create that connection in as little time as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then your branding video is a bit more that kind of encompasses what you do. But even that, like Rhonda literally took mine and like crossed out, don't have to say this, don't have to say this. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's hard for me to cut out stuff. So thank you.
Yeah. It's hard when it's yourself, but like even with Dolly she has all kinds of stuff out there. And then for me, it's really easy to look at what she's doing and be like, okay, no, that's like, kid, you know what I mean? So it's just, it just depends. Sometimes another set of eyes is helpful to pull that out. Yeah. And I'll go back and read yours again too, if you want. And then just kind of share what like really grabs my attention.
Thank you. I'll tag you on my new revision.
Yeah, please do. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi. Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so like even Michelle, hi, Abby. She's muted. Hi, jump up and down.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I'm getting organized. I just checked into the motel, so I'm plugging their Wi-Fi.
Where are you?
I'm in the Gold Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really funny story. We left Tennant Creek 2:00 Wednesday morning and drove to get to Mount Isa so that we could be in time for this call because we had no reception. Yeah. And then the call got cancelled, so it was really funny. But then I was on the phone to my conveyancer and all the rest of it, and I was meant to be driving from Brisbane today, but we got in the plane and we drove from Brisbane to here, and so we're all good.
Oh, good. That's great. Now, are you just traveling right now for work, or are you traveling with your family right now and ending up in Vegas?
I'm not coming to Vegas.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So only because I'm breastfeeding Indiana, and I thought Bali's just more accessible for us. And my mum will come to Bali to babysit, but she won't come to Vegas because she's scared she's locked up because of what she's seen on TV. And my mum's funny like that. So yeah, I know. Yeah. So no, I've called my boss and said I'm only going back part-time if I need to. Yay. Which is the release. Yay! But this is
very cool.
The grand opening of my little, it's not little at the moment, but the grand opening of one of my network marketing companies. So we're here, and then we'll go to Sydney to see family, and then I'm going down to take my kids down to the beach because I haven't seen it for a year, for about 3 months, and we're going kayaking and fishing, and then we'll get set up for Bali.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. Very nice.
I have to sell myself to afford it, but I'm getting there.
I can relate to that. I felt like that too.
Fun.
Yeah. Oh, Michelle, you're on here twice. Did you sign in on your phone too, maybe? Oh, she froze and came back.
I did. Can you still hear me?
Yes, absolutely, we can. Yeah, and actually, let's share a bit from Michelle, because then maybe you girls can help her out. Is that okay, Michelle, if I share a little bit?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Michelle just joined in, as some of you ladies know, and we met her, I guess it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Might have been 2 weeks, but anyhow, she's been super busy, and she is struggling with what she might create, and not even in the way of where you guys might have been struggling with what you would create, because possibly you came into this program with a passion of like knowing that you went. Can you guys mute? I think Abby muted and then it seemed okay, but that's really weird. Does it still echo? No, it's good. Anyhow, so now she's kind of, I don't know why it's echoing. Michelle, can you mute yourself?
Let me try.
I muted Michelle. Sorry, this is Larcy. I muted Michelle. I think it's on her end. Can you hear us, Michelle?
I don't know, maybe she froze again.
Maybe I'll just try to connect with her through Facebook. You guys continue.
Yeah, just see for sure.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't really make sense for me to share her story if she's not here, because then you guys can't really give her some feedback. So we'll wait for her to return. Yeah, okay, so Rhonda's going to be joining in tonight as well. And so basically, I know that I hope Robin does jump in here tonight too.
Jackie's going to be late. Sorry, my computer's running without my control.
Oh, that's okay. I'm sure it's totally fine. I think it was, it might have been because Michelle was logged in twice. I don't really know. I've never had that sort of feedback on that before, but I think she keeps getting frozen and then kicked off. Okay, so yeah, Robin's going to be a bit late, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think that Rhonda's going to jump on tonight, and I know that she wants to talk to you guys a little bit about lead magnets, and whether you choose to do like an ebook or you choose to create like a checklist that you can give away. It doesn't always have to be an ebook. It could be something like, one of mine that I've used was an add to lose fat burning food list. So get my list of 7 foods to add to your diet every day and start burning fat now. You know what I mean? Like, it could be something really simple. I do also have an ebook, and I think Rhonda might have shared this with you guys. I can't remember, but lots of times too. And if you're like me and you're super busy because you're a mom and you've got a lot of other things going on, you can actually research people in your niche, like, and you can Google like done for you books on fitness, done for you books on nutrition, done for you books on fashion, whatever. And you can often buy somebody else's already created tool, and then you can put your own branding, your own logo, sign your name. It's that PLR. So the public label rights, and so they give you permission to use it. And I have also done that multiple times to save myself time and just then take it and turn it into my own type of thing. So that's helpful too if you're feeling like it's a lot of work to have to put that together, or like, especially if you're going to choose an ebook. But like I said, if it's a simple PDF or something like that, it can be something that definitely adds value, but it also has to be something that people want bad enough in order to give you their email address for it. And then you can kind of get into doing the email marketing. And then as well as another way to think about building your audience is through a Facebook group. So who has a Facebook group? A free one. You two girls. Dolly, are you on the fence? You're not really sure what you're going to do there? Or do you think you might? You're muted. Just unmute.
Yeah, I'm going to do one.
You are? Yeah. Okay. And I actually went through this course not too long ago, and I'm still utilizing the tools now, but it was about creating your Facebook group and how to like come up with your group name and specifically your hook to get people into your group so that you're specifically talking to those people. And then right now I'm even learning how to run the group so I don't feel like I have to be in my group every single day. And the activity for myself in my group is like 15 to 20 minutes a day, Monday to Friday, rather than feeling like I have to be in there all the time. Because that's your free group, right? And then I also have a paid group for my paid clients, and that's kind of where I spend the bulk of my time, because they pay me to coach with me. So just a thought that way. Michelle, you're back. Can you hear? Nod, yes, okay. So yes, I think that she just kept freezing, but oh no, and maybe again, I don't really know. Oh no, okay. She's there, okay.
Having lots of trouble tonight.
That's okay. Yeah, so like let's just give a bit of feedback for Michelle. So she's got a few different things. She was thinking of maybe creating a program that had to do with helping people heal through migraines, people who suffer with migraine headaches and stuff like that. She's had a lot of those herself and come up with solutions to make them feel better. And then just recently she had a crazy migraine headache that she can't get to go away. So she feels no confidence whatsoever in creating that for a program for somebody else, right?
Yeah, that just totally blasted it for me because it lasted 3 days. It was just really hard. I had to go to the ER to get rid of it. So
yeah. But a part of your program, I mean, if this is a big part of your life and something that you've been dealing with, part of your program could be coping strategies, right? Because there's not always a solution. Sometimes it takes people a lot longer to go through that full transformation. Like some people who are prone to migraines may never get rid of migraines for their whole life, but they might downsize from 10 a year to 4 a year, and that's improvement. That's transformation, right? Still helping them and then giving them like coping strategies for their health issue or ailment, whatever it is. So that's a thought. And then another thing is she also has homeschooled her own children. And ideally, she really just wants to help moms. And if she can help moms in any way, she has passion for fitness, for nutrition, for the homeschooling, and then the migraines. But she's feeling like a bit overwhelmed about what to create, and even feeling like maybe she's like not sure if she should jump into this program right now or learn a little bit more from the academy and get some more knowledge first about going online before she jumps in and create. And the reason I'm sharing this is because we're all there. Like, how many of you guys second guess what you're doing? Just Dolly? Okay, well, I still do. I mean, I'm fully honest here. Yeah, okay, so Abby does, and not second guess in the way that you don't think that you're going to succeed. I'm sure those thoughts creep in because it's natural for us to sometimes think that way. But second guess as in you know, oh, should I change this? Is this really the right program? Should I create this one instead? Oh, maybe I should lead with this, or should this be my target market? Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, sometimes we have so many passions and so many ideas. It's hard to pick that one to lead with. And so when you came into this program, did you 100% know what you wanted to create? Yes or no?
Michelle, I can tell you that I am all over the place, and I've always called myself like the Jill of all trades, because I have dabbled in everything under the sun, and really I'm having to create my brand as like this big umbrella over all of it. I'm a Reiki healer, I'm a yoga teacher, I am an energy healer, I do fitness and, you know, tips on anything from eating to clearing the energy in your home to how to help your anxious kid. Like, I have so much random knowledge, and I'm just gonna create an umbrella and try to put everything in neat categories and create little products for everything. And I'm still lost with all that. I'm just in the beginning stages of putting all that together. So I totally feel you. And all I can say is something that I teach is just going from your heart and really deciding, really going within before you make any decisions. And if you meditate, that's a great way to do it. But really just figuring out, like, what do I most want to share with the world? And what do I feel like would be the most valuable to other people? What would have been most valuable for me along my journey? And, you know, maybe answering those questions can kind of guide you. Because if there's things that you're like, I have knowledge in this, but I don't really think I want to share it, then maybe you don't need to worry about that. So just food for thought.
No, that's awesome. And I appreciate you sharing that, Kim, because that is the truth, you know, and while you're in this mode of figuring it out, it's totally, it is normal. And you can start to ask, you know, even on your Facebook, or if you don't want to go on your Facebook right now, message like 5 to 10 of your closest friends and just say, you know, hi, Robin. Hi. Just say, like, you know, ask them, you know, of when you think of me, what do you feel that I'm known for? Like, maybe ask them what they feel it is that you give to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might start to help you just figure that out. And then really thinking about, and this is so big because, and I've made this mistake, but if you don't really think about the type of people that you want to spend your time with, and you end up filling a program full of people that you don't want to spend your time with, it's going to be a very long and not so enjoying process. So really figuring out, you know, if you weren't even going to earn a cent, what would you want to spend your time doing? Who would you want to spend your time helping? And like, how would you want to be a hero to that person? What would you want to be known for to help them with? And maybe that will help you kind of figure out who it is. And like I said, you don't have to know this in 24 hours. Absolutely. But I do think that being surrounded by other people who are on that same journey and who are in that creativity mode and all working through this process with you, I think it'll inspire you and empower you and help you to move forward faster than if you stopped now and then jumped in a bit later. Anybody else? Go ahead.
I was also just going to say, I even just forgot in what I just said, the whole freedompreneur side of all this, which is a huge part of what I want to share and inspire in others. And so you can always just lead with that. Just lead with inspiring others to get out of the rat race and free themselves and their families up. And then along the way, figure out what your niche is.
Was that helpful at all, Michelle?
Yeah, that is very much a little bit more direction, because just kind of throwing myself out there right now was getting to be a little overwhelming. And then thinking, I was going to go with the migraine because there's kind of 3 phases to go through with that. And I was at that 3rd phase where it's like, okay, time for ER, time for the narcotics and all that kind of stuff. And thinking, this isn't going to work, because I didn't conquer it, but that's part of the process sometimes. But I like your analogy of putting it all out there and, just seeing what comes about and meditating about it. I think that's good advice.
And remember, you're not going to be perfect. I'm not the perfect yogi. I still get in crappy moods and my house feels frustrating and, I need to clear it. And so nobody's ever perfect. You don't have to be the perfect, you don't have to conquer all migraines in order to still be able to support others. And like Tammy said, maybe it's just support and ideas, and it's not claiming to be a guru who can get rid of them, but more just support.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also can
better focus.
No, Michelle, I was just going to also say the other thing. I don't like going to the doctor, and I don't like having to go and use the pharmaceuticals and all of that. So another perspective as well, I believe, with absolutely 100% behind Kim, but also someone that's done this. If I was a migraine sufferer, to have someone support me through that different stages, and to actually have someone maybe say, it's okay if you've tried everything. Now this is the last resort, and it is okay to actually go to the ER and seek that medical, because I know that, I need someone to okay me before I go do those things. So there's that other perspective as well, that you can support people through and then make them feel better about, well, you've tried everything, so it's it's okay now. You're not the worst person if you haven't been able to conquer it through this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's no guarantee that there's no guarantee that somebody who pays for my 12-week transformation program is going to come into that program and complete those 12 weeks and fully transform, right? But what they will get from it is the support and the guidance and the inspiration to stick with the process that they signed up for. So if that's what you end up providing for people, and it doesn't have to be, the migraine miracle. It could be something that is more of you're the go-to place because some people are just looking for a solution and they need somebody to talk to and help them with other strategies. And these could be very well even people who are fed up with going to the doctors and don't want to be on medication. There's tons of people like that too, for sure. And think about it this way, though, as well. Does it excite you? Because I find, if you think about what do you find yourself talking about, even when nobody wants to listen? Is there something that really excites you? You know what I mean? In general, that your passions could be. I can't help it. I gawk at everybody's grocery store carts because I'm in awe of what they put in there. And I want to stop them. And I want to talk to them and tell them that they're killing themselves, because it's really important to me. I'm very passionate about it. When I see moms give their children candy or corn pops for breakfast, I'm like, oh my God, I really need to talk to this woman. But I have to know my boundaries, because some people don't have those same values as me and they don't want to hear from me. But it excites me so much that I'll turn to my friend or I'll call my friend and I'll be like, you will not believe I'm walking behind this woman right now and she's got this and this in her cart. And it's just an excitement for me, which is why I help people so passionately with nutrition and fitness, because I really believe that if they transform that side of their life, it will transform so many other things in their life. So you want to make sure she's disappeared again. But even for all you guys, you want to make sure whatever it is that you are talking about with people is that it's something that excites you and you really enjoy spending your time in that space. Because if you create a business and a program out of it, you're going to spend a lot of time in that space. How are you, Robin?
Sorry, my computer's not playing with me well tonight. I'm not too bad. I'm at my father's house in Nova Scotia. So I've been chilling at the beach or out at my dad's pool, and we've been chatting about brand names because that's really where I'm.
No, that's okay.
Me. It's frustrating.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Where are you at now? Where are you at? Because I didn't see much on your last post after the Empowered. I was like, okay, she's stepping back here to do some thinking.
Yeah. I had to step back because I was just spinning my wheels. And I was constantly doing the same thing. But I'm keeping the notice, challenge, change, because
notice,
challenge, change. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's really all I do is with people. And I have
But what is that? What do you mean? So what are you keeping that for? Because, and I'm so going to be devil's advocate.
Sure.
And only because what's on top of that? So what's on your name? Is that's what you're trying to figure out?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I have empowered breakthrough solutions, empowered lifestyle, and empowered solutions. So those are the four. Solutions. Yeah.
Okay. So, but it just doesn't tell me what you do.
Okay. So then I would have to.
Empowered solutions, great. But then your tagline has to be, I help blank do blank. I need to,
so then can I put counseling at the end?
Empowered Solutions Counseling.
Yeah.
So I'm Robin Jackman, founder of Empowered Solutions Counseling. I help. So what do you do?
Change. I help
people notice what?
Oh, okay. So it's
so notice. I help.
My dad's writing. The story inside that enables dysfunction. So I help notice this. I help clients notice the story inside that helps enable. Sorry, this is his writing. The story. I help notice the story inside that enables dysfunction, challenge the story inside that encourages dysfunction, and changes the story that encourages change. Or for change that I help. I swear I haven't been drinking. I swear. No wine tonight.
I've only had one glass here.
I'm wineless. Yeah. So help clients notice the story, challenge the story, and then help the clients change the story that encourages change. That one needs to be adjusted a little bit, but
okay. I need you to talk to me like I'm 10 years old. I said this to Dolly last night too, and it's not. It's just. It's so professional in your words and technical to what you're doing that I'm like, honestly, if I saw online, if I saw empowered.
Pick one.
Solutions counseling, empowered solutions counseling, I'd be like, what does she do? And then so if I didn't see a very clear tagline of what you did, like then it was, I help notice the story inside that enables dysfunction, challenge the story. It's just too much. And I'm not, oh gosh, I am not being mean because I know how difficult this process is.
Yeah.
But it's just too much going on that's not coming across clear enough.
Okay, I have other writing. I help clients notice their story that enables the dysfunction that interrupts their lives. I help them challenge that story that helps encourage the dysfunction in order to help them engage in change. I help them recognize, reconnect themselves back to their value systems and highlight their strengths. I do this through blah, blah.
Okay, so give me your feedback here. When you hear I help you rewrite your story, what do you think about? I'm asking, like, Dolly, if I said to you, I help you rewrite your story, what would your first question be to me?
You're muted, Dolly.
How do you do that?
Oh, how do I change the story?
Yeah.
I would dig into what is keeping you stuck in a negative cycle.
Oh. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
Hold on here.
Robin, maybe keeping some of the stuck words in there, you know, kind of bringing it back to, I don't know, fitting stuck in there again. Like, I guess, what are your clients mostly going through? You know, are they stuck? Are they spiraling into like downwards? Or
so when I stepped back a few days ago to look at my perfect client, I ultimately had like 2 real solid clients, and they were either the women that are continuing to be in a relationship that just sucks, that might have, I'm trying to choose my words wisely, domestic issues. I don't know if your little girl can hear me. No? Okay. So I want to help her figure out why she's still in a situation that she doesn't want to be in, and help her, or it's the guy that is not having the relationship he wants because he's either perpetrating and not taking accountability on it, because that's the population I used to work with exclusively. So those were the people that I was thinking about when I was writing this stuff.
Okay, so who specifically is, like, because I know you're creating a core program is your idea behind this, which is a program that really could relate to any of your clients, right?
Right.
That come in. But people come to you for a lot of different things.
Right. They're just basically unhappy people, and they don't know why, or they're wanting a change in something.
So what about I help you figure out why you're unhappy, or I help you reveal why you're unhappy and put a smile on your face again. But you know what I mean? Like something as simple like that, obviously not exactly those words.
Right.
What about something like I help you to discover the cause of your unhappiness, or I don't know, let me keep trying. I've got my pen here. Because you're not going out and being specific about perpetrators and sufferers of domestic violence, are you? There's other people.
Can't, because it would, I think I would alienate a lot of people if I was to just get like bold on that.
Yeah, okay.
Especially men, because men who perpetrate aren't going to be going, oh, I'm not happy and let me figure this out. That's not generally how their brains work unless the police have gotten involved.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you specifically, is that your preferred client though? Somebody who is, or is that what you've done a lot of?
Yeah, that's my area. Like I'm confident, like really confident in. That was my populations before. Sorry?
Women who have been abused by their husbands?
No, the men that perpetrated the violence. So I dealt with like pedophiles and power rapists and men who perpetrated domestic violence of the range.
And you worked with those men?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the recidivism rate was amazing.
And you just don't think that that's a program that you want to put together online, because who would want to, here's the thing, nobody wants to put up, it's like if I ran a fat camp.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to put up their hand and say, I'm taking a fat camp.
Right, exactly.
So it's got to be something that it's like the positive thing,
Right.
Like, yeah, I hear you.
Because if I could spin it to something like that, they don't recognize that what we're actually talking about is domestic violence, because it comes in such subtle forms to such apparent forms, right? Like and I would love to tackle that area. And I don't have many people, because you know how Rhonda talks about, go to the people who are doing this now to see what they're looking like, what their populations look like, how they do their things. But there's really nothing for anger management or getting into keeping your relationship healthy while dealing with domestic violence. Like there's not.
Sorry, I was just trying to think, because I see what you're saying. That you say, like I help perpetrators of domestic violence, because the way that people's brains work, they've obviously got a story to the outside world that looks like they're a really good person and everything's perfect,
right.
Or they've got that blame of, you made me do this. So you kind of need to be clever to reel them in without sort of going, this is what you do behind closed doors, don't you? Yeah, okay.
And the other tricky part about that, Abby, is that there is such a interesting view in society of what domestic violence is, that there is sexual assaults, there's physical assaults, and that's pretty much kind of where domestic violence sits, when in fact mental, physical, financial, all those, that's all encompassing.
Yeah. Could you do something like, I'm sorry, could you say something like, I help you to create the life that I don't know, because there's often a life that people are portraying from both sides, that we've got this, but I actually help you to create that life that you are not portraying, but that, you know what I'm saying.
I want you to finish that. Tell me what that is. Yes.
So the life that you're showing to the world, like I help you to actually live true, or to create the life that you're actually portraying to the outside world, something like that, because often that's the case.
Which is an authentic lifestyle, right? Because if you're authentic, then it doesn't matter where you're at. You're still who you are.
Yeah.
That is called something, when you're like, you've got not a face on you, but it's
Are you talking Stepfordish? Like a Stepford wife? On the outside, we're all pretty and happy. Like the Facebook post, we're super happy. And then you go inside their houses and it's not happy.
Like a facade. Oh, sorry, Dawn. Darling.
It's a facade, right?
Yes. Yeah.
People create a facade.
Yeah.
I was thinking change your old habits that don't feel good. Like truly deep inside, these people have a place where this doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right. They know there's something negative they're doing. Change the habits that empower them to change the habits that are keeping them stuck in a life that doesn't feel fully wonderful.
Thank you, Kim.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm helping it out.
Have you had wine?
Nope. I'm on a detox right now, man. I would love one.
Oh, good luck.
I know.
I might last a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is why I'm having such a hard time, because I feel like I'm spinning over, and then I hear Rhonda going, but you're being too safe.
Well, and I get why you're being too safe, but there does it has to be clear, and that's it, right? Empowered breakthrough solutions. I have no idea what you do. I help people notice, challenge, and change. I still have no idea what you do. you know, you really want to think about, and maybe to go a little further into who is that actual person that you want to help, right? And then what's the transformation that they want, that they need to have.
Okay, because I've already had this population, I know what the transformation is that they want. They want a happier lifestyle with their partner. They don't want conflict in their relationship. They most times don't want accountability, but ultimately they want the consequences of the accountability.
So they're in relationships. Like
yes. Yeah.
It's a domestic violence in a marriage.
It could be marriage, or it could be, see, remember when I messaged you originally, I didn't see a difference between the two, because there's not. 84% of women go back to their abusive partners. So if 84% go back to their abusive partners, then we need to look at it as a relationship issue rather than if it's a marriage or a couple issue.
Are you in the 84% or are you in the 16%?
Oh,
great lives.
Yes, yeah.
And then, so here's the thing. You are, with your chosen field, like, you are going to be breaking down your own barriers, and this is it. Like, so when Rhonda's telling you that you're playing safe, it's because with what you're doing and what your chosen field is and your expertise and the people you want to help, you have to put yourself out there and talk about this in a way that people get it, so that they know that you're who they need to work with and that you're the person that can provide that transformation for them. And if you just talk about people noticing their story inside or going from unhappy to happy relationships, it's still not a direct target to that person, right? Because where we were talking about, it could be money stress. It could be, oh my God, I've had a kid, we hate each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Violence. There's so many conflicts that come up in a marriage. So I think that it would also be very hard for you to have a group program if you've got a couple who are like...
See, you would think, but it's not. Like, if I focus on the men who are... I used to run a 12-week workshop.
Okay.
So that I can do with the male partners. I could do it with everybody, but it would be a little harder.
So it's just men then that you...
For the workshop. Yeah, I could still do that exact same workshop with women.
So when you think about your core program, let's maybe go there. What is involved in that core program? Is it 4 weeks? Like, what's the specific kind of topics that you'll touch base with these men? Or
so it'd be value systems. For the men, it would be breaking down how anger comes, right? So it just doesn't appear like one day, oh yeah, I'm angry now. It actually takes a lot of little pieces and then you're angry, which is why it always looks like it's flared up all of a sudden, but there's a whole bunch of different things that have come to that. So it'd be values, it would be responses to emotions, it would be recognizing what different emotions are, because it's surprisingly how illiterate people are with their own emotions. Like, I could probably ask everybody in here what they're feeling right now, and they'd be like, meh, I'm all right. Unless it's like this major, woo! There's no language for it, because we don't attune to that stuff.
I feel rage because when I hear my daughter crying, that's what happens.
Oh. Do you want a private session with me?
I always have a private session.
I love it. But this is, so it comes over a bunch of things, and it talks about like breaking down the stigma of just being a man, right? Like, men aren't allowed to express emotions at the same frequency as women. They don't get to be sad. They get to be angry. They get to be violently angry, but they don't get to just be angry, everyday angry.
Are these professional men? Are they entrepreneurial men? Are they just men in general?
They're just men in general. Like, I've had I've had plumbers, I've had lawyers, I've had CEOs, and I've had, you know, just a garbage man,
Right.
just every kind of person.
I feel like you have to more say that in your thing. Like, I help men dive deep into their anger or uncover their anger and find their true happy. But like in a more whatever, not that. Don't use it specific.
Yeah.
That dumbed down, that people know exactly what you do without hiding it.
Right.
Because if that's your core kind of program, value systems, and how anger is created, and then the responses to emotions and that type of thing, then that is directly the people that you're targeting. Because I feel like if I came into your program and my conflict was maybe not having the same marriage I had in my first year, then if I came, I don't know, I just don't know. Maybe
I mean, I would still use that same model for women.
Right.
Because ultimately, the purpose is to figure out what it is that you want in your relationship. And how do you go about getting that? Because if you're, what did I just say?
Wait, we'll have to watch the recording. No.
Yes, I'm going to have to. It's been a very long day.
You help find the purpose or find what people want in their relationship, something that the purpose
Yeah.
is getting that. So you help them create the relationship that they want.
Yes, ultimately.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Hey. How are you guys? Or gals?
We're unpacking.
You're unpacking. What did I miss? Anything exciting?
Right now, all eyes are on Robin right now.
Yeah. I'll just be in the background, and if you need me, let me know.
All right, cool. Let's take his feedback.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Robin. I'll give a quick overview. So,
okay.
Stuck on her brand name as well as her tagline, and it's hard for her to put anything out there. She's been asking for a lot of feedback on social media, like in her groups and with people who's close to her. And with her, basically, she helps people deal with anger issues in relationships so that they can make the relationship better. But she's not 100% sure. She's come up with empowered breakthrough solutions. But I said it's kind of like broad. Like if I saw that, I wouldn't really know what you did. And then her tagline was really, really just kind of, do you want to read it? Or notice, challenge, change.
Notice, challenge, change.
But again, it's not like notice, challenge, change what? Like if you saw that on social media, you wouldn't really have any idea what it was that she did, who she worked with, or what the transformation was that she provides.
Right. You know, was this the same thing that you put in 2 days ago, right? And you got a little feedback from Tom and
from Tom, yeah.
And Tal. Yeah. And I was waiting for you to be on this call tonight and stuff. Well, let me just ask you, because I've missed a little bit. But what would you say? Okay. What is hitting with you besides what everybody else is saying? What's striking it with you?
What's striking to me? Like what's sticking?
What is when I know you're confused, but like what
I
is
am. Well, I think Tammy has it right in the fact that I really need to kind of anchor my population really well. But the problem with that also, it's a double-edged sword because I want to work with like difficult relationships.
Yeah.
Specifically almost domestic violence without having to say domestic violence. So how do I do that?
I don't know. If you were to know how you would say that, how would you say that?
Well, because when I worked with these men, this is what I started our sessions off with. So you're here for domestic violence, and let's. So it's very bold and it's very upfront.
Well, let me just ask you, why is it, like, without being bold and upfront, why would you want to stay away from it or shy away from it if it's really that is what it is? Unless if you're trying to market, and this is I'm coming here at the last minute, but I'm hearing, I want to know exactly what this is. Now, it's hard to market domestic violence, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. Yes.
But you can target domestic violence easily on Facebook. So there's two different things, right?
Okay.
So just if you're to so you got to think what your tagline is, right?
Right.
Versus who you're going to be targeting, because domestic violence, there's going to be people typing in domestic violence nonstop in Facebook. And I tell you what, try to type domestic violence. I'll do it right now in Facebook, and I have a feeling I'm going to have domestic violence things on my right-hand side tomorrow.
Okay.
To see so there's two different things. Like, there's nothing pretty. There's nothing pretty about domestic violence, right? That's not
Right.
like an empowered couple or this, right? It's a very dark, shady, people don't like to be there. But at the same time, for marketing to it, it's a big thing. And there's a lot of people reaching out on there. And I'm sure there's a lot of domestic violence, Facebook groups. And I'm going to keep.
There is.
Of course there is.
There's a lot.
Of course there is. And you can target those people directly. So getting hung up. It doesn't, the way that so there's two different aspects, right?
Okay.
Everybody wants this beautiful tagline that makes them sound sexy, right? Because we call it sexy. But what are you getting to? And when it's coming down to what you're saying, it's it's going to be domestic violence. Now you're going to want to have something cool, very nice. It may not sound sexy, but you're looking to connect with the domestic violence people. And then in the marketing, it's
specifically ideally, if I could split it up, it would be specifically with the men.
Mm-hmm.
The men that perpetrate.
Men that perpetrate. But who are the people that are going to pay you?
The men that perpetrate.
And they're going to pay you because of?
They want to change their relationship.
They want to change their relationship, or because they're legally have to change?
Well, but I've had both persons in my office.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think about this for a little bit.
Okay.
But are you feeling where I'm coming from? I don't think we need to get hung up on there's two different realms, and it's not okay, so a domestic violence, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's say guy. Let's just say I beat Rhonda, right?
Sure. I hope not, but sure.
Because she would kick my ass.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
I can't wait for her to listen to this recording after.
Real on this, the fact that she's not showing up and I had to drive my freaking butt home on 20 minutes. Was she supposed to be here? I'm well, I gotta make it. So I'm rode as fast as I could. Look, I'm sweating, man. I'm in Florida. So now I'm jumping on the last thing. But it is a thing. It's what are we looking to do? Do we all want to, as Gary Fee says, we all get romantic on what we want things to be, right? But what is gonna be where we're gonna be generating income? And if that is who, right, the guys. So your avatar. Do you know? Can you tell me your avatar? Just with the guy.
Oh, yeah, he's just the general average guy. There's no, I can name off, I could characterize every one of my clients that I've had, and base it off of compilation. So even if I was to stick them all together, it would be very normal. I hate that word, but it's an average guy, average job, average income, nothing substantial. You would.
Ages. What are the ages?
Generally, domestic violence starts around 12, 14.
Okay. But when do they start seeking help?
Generally at 20-ish, 25, when their partners keep leaving them and say it's all your fault, then they get, because there is a lot of shame involved in perpetrating.
Exactly. And let me just also ask you this. Do you want to take a 25-year-old? Personally, I would like a 40-year-old that's like, no offense, beating his wife, right? Because they're gonna be more remorseful. They're gonna be more this. So we gotta get nailed down to what your avatar is. And what I'm hearing right now is that you don't have your avatar really hit down on who you want.
It's hard though.
I know it's hard, but okay, I'm gonna give you an exercise.
Okay.
Rhonda has an exercise. I just went through another exercise. Okay, ladies, I'm just gonna be real honest. You want to know? You guys ready?
Yeah.
You guys willing? Okay. So I know how to do ad copy. I know how to write stuff. I know how to do storytelling. I know how to do all that. And Rhonda goes, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I don't have to. And what she did, I don't know if Keely's on here. She says, I want you to get Marie Forleo's ad copy course. And I'm like, oh, all right. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get it for her because I want her to be writing blog posts and writing ad copy. But at the same time, I know that ad copy is going to be so powerful for me. And even though I know this, like so in my head, when I start going through somebody else's course, not Rhonda's, I'm like, oh, it says go through your avatar. And you want to go deep into it. Because what you think is who your real customer is, like to me, I just don't believe a 25-year-old is somebody you want to be training. I mean, I don't know if anybody else, I don't know how many 25 house abusers, but a 25-year-old house husband abuser probably is not the guy that you want to be going after. Can anybody chime in on this? Am I like leading you somewhere? Tammy, am I going off on a whole different?
No, because I instantly think that too, and I kind of think even for the demographic for somebody who's going to want to pay out or pull out their pocketbook and pay for coaching and stuff. In my experience, I think it's going to be a gentleman who's at least 35 to
and
whatever,
established.
60. Yeah, because.
Let me just no, she's right on, because otherwise you're wasting your time with these people. And like, for instance, Ron and I, it's not everything is roses, but I can tell when it gets to my late 30s and 40s, I'm really caring about this relationship, and I'm going to pretty much do anything I can to just salvage that. And I've done a lot of things, from writing little notes to doing flowers. I've never had to seek counseling. I never had to go that far. But I just don't see somebody down at that level. And so you may go, it's between this. I just don't think you're really as tight as of your avatar of what you're really looking. And if you dial that in, it doesn't have to be a pretty red and roses of fierce fitness, that we have Tara, who, if she's on here, awesome, right? You're dealing with something that's pretty dark, right? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to be that. I think you need to really get your avatar on straight.
I even think maybe with children, because I think that too puts a whole more spin on a relationship for somebody to want to really try and make that work when there's children involved as well.
100%.
And you know what you can do, as far as I know, I saw this on a training, is if you even have a Facebook page, you don't have to pay for advertising, but you can get in there and you can actually, can she not, Brian, go kind of research that domestic violence, like put it in as a tag. Those groups will come out and you should be able to see how many people are in each group and their ages, their male, female.
Yeah, and I don't know all the ins and outs, but when you're doing like different videos and how you're tagging, oh my gosh, you do the right tagging, you would get a lot more views. And
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, absolutely. And I'll notice the difference between when I'm doing Facebook Lives on who I'm actually tagging in there, on how many more views. And I could be like killing it, that I think, on one. But if I tag it right, I'll get so many more. And that's just organically. Paid for, you can really knock it out of the park. There's so much domestic violence men. So anyway.
Yeah, you do want to be really specific on finding out, and that's what we're saying, who exactly do you want to help, specifically your avatar, and what's that transformation, because you'll get stuck every time, even in doing, if you don't know, then who are you going to speak to in your lives? You want to be like talking to that person.
Hey, and guys, guys, girls, gals, ladies, and you know what? It is 9 o'clock, so I'm going to do what Tammy would be doing, having a glass of wine.
I see yours is sort of disguised. It looks like grape juice in your glass.
Here's the thing. I'm at my parents' house, and they don't have any glasses of wine. So I had to run home. I'm having a glass of wine. If I'm going to be talking to these ladies, I'm rushing in, getting all sweaty, but I'm having a glass of wine, especially since I'm in the USA, and the wine is I'm in heaven with this wine right now. All right, so let's get deep. I've probably created my avatar 10 different times out of the last 13 years. And you know what's funny? It's so funny. I even had a guy, I'm just gonna tell you a story. And because a lot of you guys, gals, that are brushing it off, it makes a huge, huge, huge difference. And there's a lot of times where you think, oh, I already know that. I do already know that. But when you get dialed in on who that exact person that you're looking, who's my client, it's not like for you, it's a very shady thing. But man, there is going to be a popping point. It's not 25. It's not 30. 25 to 30-year-olds don't give a shit if they get divorced and stuff.
No, they don't.
And they don't have any money. And if they do have money, they're going to go, screw it.
True.
You want that. You want to dial it in. You have to, Robin, tonight, dial in that avatar. And I know Rhonda has it in the course. She has it in the course, right? She does have it.
I believe so. I don't remember seeing it, though.
Tammy, does she have it in the course?
Do you know what? I'm not 100% because it goes actually probably in the brainstorming.
Because it rocks. So don't tell Marie Forleo but it's good. So I'll give it to you guys. I know she goes over it so many times, and she may not have it dialed in. But I think right now that is one of the spots that a lot of you guys are at, and it's dialing it in. And I'll share one story that I had a guy that I wanted him to write some ad copy for me. I wanted him to write some 4 first emails, the hero's journey with me. He goes, "Can you do this first?" And it was the same thing as Marie Forleo's of the perfect avatar. And I'm like, all right, I don't have time for this to write it down. I'm just going to leave it down voicemail. And then it wasn't until I had Marie's, and it's the same thing, but I had to write it out. So we all have to write it out. So I'll give it to you. I know Rhonda has it. I know she has it somewhere, but I don't know where. So anyway.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it.
That's okay. We'll get that. And so, and you know what? I apologize. It's just kind of on my mind, because there's a difference between what we want as so romantic, right? What Gary Vee says, this is what it's going to be like, and it's going to feel great. But man, you're in a dark area.
I am.
And if that's what it is, you're going to have to be a little dark. You're not going to be the muffin top meltdown. It's just unfortunately, it's just not. You're not going to be unstoppable family, but it's Unstoppable Family is more of, that it's just not going to be that.
Which is why I'm having such a hard time, like, getting a...
Okay. So let's do this. Because we spent a lot of time on this, and I think if we can't find Rhonda's, this is what we'll do. I'll put Marie's in there, and we'll have Jez and Jill take all the graphics, and then we'll put Unstoppable Family and Sexy Brand Building, and it'll be like, hey, this isn't recorded, is it? No, but it'll help you so much.
What other secrets you got?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I got all the other ladies like Abby's going, is that how you guys work?
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Well, we do it, but it's like, and you also, it, but it's going back to the basics. It really is. It's like seriously going back to the basics. And I tell you, when you don't have that, and I'm like, and I was like, this last week, I've been traveling. It's been crazy. But I started getting better with my copy. And it was just like, I know Rhonda's avatar. I know our avatar. Even though I kind of write, I'm supposed to be Rhonda, I'll a lot of times say, it's me. But I know who I'm talking to. And I'm not talking to that 25-year-old punk. It's never going to do a thing. It's going to waste my time. I'm talking to that 38-year-old, 2 kids, corporate job, wants to keep his wife. And you know what? He's got a drinking problem. And that drinking problem is costing him his life. Not only with his job, it's costing him with his wife. Most importantly, there's 2 kids. Those 2 kids are going to miss out. And when you start talking to that person, don't give a shit about anyone else. 55, because by that time, they don't care by that time. 25, they don't care because they can go get another wife. But when you start talking to that 30-year-old with 2 kids, he's making just under $60,000 or $70,000 in the USA, can't pay his taxes. He's got friends coming over. When you start talking to him so tightly, that's where it's going to come. So that's just one aspect. So I know it was about the tagline, but I think it needs to go deeper than that, because if you're speaking to that 38-year-old dude and you're empowered woman or something like that, they're going to go, what the fuck? You're not going to care. And that's what when I do this coaching, Tammy does this coaching. Tammy, I'm sorry for jumping in on your toes and stuff, but it's I know it's helping everybody here. It is helping. Is it helping at least one of you guys? Come on, give me some love.
It's helping me.
It's helping you. Anyone else? Okay. We're getting a couple hands. And they're like, I don't raise a hand.
Thanks, Abby, for the 2.
No, you guys, seriously.
No,
that avatar is so deep. And another thing is what happens is that we all get in this love affair of what's going to be that magical, the brand tagline of what we are. And it's gonna vary from you guys. But when you're knowing who you're that one person you're talking to, connect with them on that. And I tell you, all the other ones, it doesn't matter. You just have a dark one, so it's a little bit tougher for you. Because we're all talking fluffy unicorns and stuff, and it's not the case with what we're doing with you.
I just find everybody has they've got their name Abundant Abbey, and they've got their message and everything, and Rhonda's constantly pumping, get your message, get your brand, it's the foundation. I'm my foundation is squishy.
Yeah.
But you could just call yourself what you are. I am Tammy Groot. That's my big brand name.
No.
Whoa.
How'd you come up with that one?
I know.
Sorry,
it took
Abby.
It took a lot. But really, and the whole avatar thing, and you know what? I'll share this because this has been a massive struggle for me. And not because I don't know who my avatar is, but because previous to making that transition online, I didn't have one specific type of woman that I helped. I served all women. Anybody who wanted to sign up for my fitness programs, my boot camp programs, I was like, hey, they want to pay, they can come do my thing. But now I have an actual specific transformation. And because I have played safe in the way that I don't want to offend people when I know what I really think. I know what my client avatar really thinks, but I'm nervous sometimes as to what other people will think of me. And so it's a process. You guys might not just wake up tomorrow and go and out there. More comfortable. And even now, 6 months after having a programs online and generating income, I know that I'm not able to go up higher because I'm still playing safe.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's a big deal. And now that I'm going to be able to start talking to that specific person without worrying who I offend and creating a group specific to that one type of person, it'll be a lot easier rather than playing it safe with the hopes of targeting more people for what, an extra $500?
What does that say, Brian?
You guys obviously didn't see my Facebook Live today.
It looks like dragon remote control.
A remote control dragon?
What is that? Okay, and so here's one.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Okay, let's see if I can. Can you guys read it?
Duggar?
All right, I'll just do it to you. All right, so one of the things I committed to before I left, because I've been very slack. Ron says we do a 21-day challenge, and we have to be doing it. And there's so many times you just don't want to do it, and it just doesn't feel right. And I've committed, and I must confess there was one day the other day that I didn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But I'm committing to it. And one of the Facebook Lives I did, because when we're doing the Facebook Lives to our business page, there's going to be like let's say, because mine's 23 days in the USA. That's my tagline, right? My buddy. And I said 23 days. So I have a video series for 23 days. And I said, I'm going live every single day. And I missed one day. But here's the thing. Today I did not want to do it. I've been busy doing shit all day. And yesterday I did one that I kind of felt that I was chinsing myself. I really did. It still had 1,500 views. I still had some good engagement from some bigger people. But I know that I let myself down. But I made it up because of the fact that I did it. And then today I just broke loose and just had to get every single thing done in the USA with credit cards, all this stuff that you don't think about what you deal with when you're living in Bali, but you have to do it. You know what? My Facebook Live today is why you don't have to be, what was it? You don't have to be,
You don't have to be serious.
Yeah. Serious. I still wrote it all down. All right? I still write this all down. Why you don't have to be serious on Facebook all the time. And I was going to do it, and I did it from riding my bike, going to the beach, doing funny stuff, right? First one, boring and repetitive, right? One of the worst things that I see, and this might be a little off tangent, but I think it's going to help you guys out, is I did this because I had to get out of my own comfort zone. I know that if I'm doing the same boring and repetitive thing, people are going to drop off. And like, if I kept on delivering myself, and this was the view yesterday, I had 1,500 views with no paid for anything. I know I was pretty boring. And 1,500 views is pretty good. Like, you know, at least for not promoting it, at least from our end. I'm like, it's pretty solid. But they're going to drop off and they're going to drop off. But today I switched it up. And I said I'm going to switch it up every time because I don't want to be boring and repetitive. You got to live in danger. This is just my own thing because I always do things that it's going to be like, it's got to be dangerous a little bit because people want to see like they want to see car crashes, right? The last thing was you got to be real and authentic. And if you're not real and authentic of what you're promoting, there's always that hook. For like Unstoppable Family, it's like you're getting what you're getting, right? And if I'm going to sell you something after that, awesome. Like we did a Facebook Live and fish walking around and it was crazy. But we continue to stick to these same people. And it's our avatar. And I tell you what, those people that don't fit in, so be it. We don't care. But the people that are in, they're in. And it's still a little bit confusing with you because it's hard to have a, you know, house beating group for guys. But, you know, we're going to have to figure that out for you. So anyway, that was part of my Facebook Live that I did. And I really played it off to where it wasn't a safe one. I felt the best in most of the live. And I have a feeling it's going to be a credible one that I'll promote. I went out of my zone. But anyway, that's one of the things that I got to share with you guys.
Do you have that thing in front of you, Brian, about the avatar with Marie Folio, or are you just going to post it in the group for the girls?
I'll post it to girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just maybe it'll help. I know I've seen Avatar.
Tell Marie Folio for any of her people, okay?
Promise.
Call it the Rhonda Swan.
Yeah, I don't, because I don't really know, guys. I don't remember if that's in the beginning of the course. I feel like if it was, we would have spent some time on that first.
Yeah.
I don't think it is because I know we went right into the branding and the brainstorm of, you know, what's all in your head and what your passion was and what you wanted to kind of like bring into the online world. So I don't believe that the avatar was in there, and it is a super important part.
And it might not be. And I know Rhonda touches on it, but she doesn't probably touch on it like kind of I did because I just went through it. So I thought she did, but hey, all right.
Okay, no big deal. So does anybody have any questions? Dolly?
I know Abby did. She put her hand up for a minute. And then
Abby, sorry, I didn't see it. Are you frozen? Nope, there you are.
Nope.
She's a bit frozen.
I was just asking questions. I was already said, do we have any questions? They're going to go. I've been
You guys hear like I do?
Yeah.
You sound like you're coming in from an alien outer space.
Who's that?
I think it's Abby.
It's Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, we can't understand.
So I just posted in the chat. Click on it really quick, all of you guys, girls. Click on it really quick to make sure that it pops up on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that it pops up on mine. Oh yeah, it's a good.
I have it. Yeah.
Cool.
Abby's frozen.
Thank you. Okay, well, that's okay. Hopefully she can come back to it. Robin, do you feel like you have some stuff to kind of at least move forward and work with? And I don't want you to sweat it, but I mean, obviously it is sort of important that you at least figure out your avatar so you can start to get some content out there online, maybe plan out your 21 days that we've been working on so that you can really, but without having your avatar and knowing directly who you're speaking to, it'll even make those 21 days of lives really hard for you to put together.
Which is why I don't know if anybody knows, I have not done one of them because I can't, I can put content out. I can put out, you know, what intimacy is, what domestic violence is, but I feel like if I'm just putting it out there.
How many Facebook Lives have you done?
Yeah.
Wow. You're gonna get no support from freaking Dr. Swano, okay?
I know, and I'm just.
What did I just tell you?
Do it anyways.
You're gonna do it anyway, and they're gonna suck ass, and you're not gonna want to do it. And here's one of the things: if you listen to my other Facebook Live yesterday, damn, you guys are in trouble.
Abby's back.
Yes, and here's the thing: is we actually practice what we preach. So you can never say that Rhonda or Brian go, oh, well, they don't do. Yes, we do, right? That's bonus. Doing the action. Doing the action creates the action and the motivation.
Right.
So working out, muffin top meltdown. How many times have you wanted to get in front of the gym and like actually get in front of the camera and start doing exercise in front of everybody? I have a feeling there's probably half the time you're like, fuck it. I could give a rat's ass. I don't want to do it. But once you start getting into it, you start pumping and you start doing it. The action creates that action. And then you know what happens? And you know what happens? The universe conspires and starts saying, you know what? This person's taking the action. If you want to get a good ass kicking, here's another thing. You're just going to get reamed by me.
That's okay.
Okay. No, and I'm serious. Here's another one. You want to get really your butt kicked?
An unabridged recording of
this one.
The War of Art.
See it?
Winning
the War of Art.
Battle.
You want to get your butt kicked? Feel like you're a wuss? Start listening to that.
Who's the author? Who's the author?
Stephen Pressfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to that in your background.
Okay.
And when you're feeling poor me, when you're feeling that you're a little jet lagged, maybe you went to Chicago and this, start listening to this, and this will get your ass out of bed.
I don't have the poor me. I have I'm so overwhelmed with where to go that I don't know where to start.
But the thing is, you have to start just doing. You're never going to have it right.
Okay.
You'll never have it right. It's always going to suck.
Yeah, and it will. Your first go, like, it won't be perfect. You might even. I launched with a muffin top meltdown that doesn't even exist today.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Right? No, yeah, really.
Okay.
Totally changed. Because
I love the support. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. Do it. You're
gonna fail your ass off.
You totally will.
And it's gonna stink. Nobody's gonna want to listen. But you know what? You know what's gonna happen? There's gonna be a couple times, and I'm gonna bet that today was one of those days that people were like, "Yes." I could be totally wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just pleasing me. But if you keep on doing it and keep on doing it and keep on doing it, people will listen, and you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't.
So should I use the language of abuse, or should I not use that language?
If that's who you're looking to go for, that's who your audience is. If you're talking to that 38-year-old guy that has 2 boys,
yeah,
he cares about his wife.
Yeah, like my only thought is, and you might even start having the abused reaching out to you for their husbands. Like, you just don't even know, right? Because maybe women are on there more. But I don't know. I guess my thing, I remember Kim Barrett said to me once, which is actually why I changed my whole muffin top meltdown too, is he had said, maybe people don't want to be known for having a muffin top. So, you know what I mean? Maybe having something. So that's what her thought is. Like, if I put out there that I'm looking to work with men who beat their wives or domestic violence, then people don't want to like that video. Like, a guy doesn't want to like that video and comment, "I'm interested."
That's a great point. It's a great little twist on it. Nobody, but when you just start talking about like that, the way I can see it, and I've been listening to a lot of audios lately. Here's what happens when you have jet lag and you can't sleep for 4 hours. Don't just listen to nothing. I've been listening to Superbrain. I listen to so much audios. Actually, the only thing I love about jet lag is I've been listening to so much until I fall asleep. but you put it on, you start thinking about what people, like there's like people that are hurt, right?
Mhm.
It's not like it's like, hey, you abusive husband. They're like, screw you on that. Like, hey, you love your wife. You got to think about and go to other sites on that. Love your wife. Are you falling out of this? Or are you feeling disgruntled? I'm thinking of things off the top of my head. But those are the ones that you're looking to connect with. You're telling a story. You're asking some questions, not saying you're a jerk and I need to help you. Right? I'm trying to think of some other things that you'll want to listen to. Let me think about it overnight.
While you're thinking on it, poor Abby has been trying to get her hand up, and she's not frozen now. So
yeah, no, I want to give everybody it's already 20 after 10, so let's let you girls ask whatever questions you have, so you can move forward from the call and get some stuff done this week.
Don't worry, Robin, I was just going to suggest some things, but I'll message you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Is there anything that you want? You got us both. You got us all right here, Abby.
I don't want to hold the floor. I know I've been absent for a little bit, and I should be right by Friday.
Robin's held the floor for the last hour, so let's let you rip.
Yeah.
And just to give you guys a heads up, I'll stay on for a while. And if anybody else has to go to bed, I'll stay up. Because like you guys, I appreciate you guys are in the top tier and stuff. I'll give more time. And I know Tammy, if she's got to go to bed, I'll stay up a little bit longer. Because I'm still like on Australian time, so I can do it with this jet lag. So anyway. Fire away.
I guess why don't you give the American girls a go? Because it's like 11:45 here, so I'm not tired.
Cool. Who's that? Kim, or is it Don? Don, I know Don's on the East Coast. Come on, Don.
Yeah, she's actually. I go for it, Don. You have any questions? Don, I call her Dolly.
Dolly.
I was like, Don, who's he talking about? Actually, Tammy helped me quite a bit with my stuff. So, do you want to read what she fixed my stuff? I made it too wordy yesterday.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'm Dolly Moffat, founder of Image North Consulting and creator of Be True Style You. I help women uncover their personality, style, and dress and fashions that make them feel beautiful, confident, successful, and sexy. I do this through my online courses, private mentorship program, and online events. And always remember, you're just one outfit away from a new you.
Wow.
From a new you. Yeah.
I dig it.
I dig it too. And she's got a kind of a core program that she has already that she's been working with clients. And so I think she's going to do a beta test to get some people in and do the build the plane while you fly it for that first little bit. Yeah. And starting her lives when?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Going bold.
I leave tomorrow for the cottage, and we get.
Oh, and you don't have the internet up there till Monday. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so next Tuesday. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
I have a plan.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. You do. You have a good plan, and she's even dialed in a little bit of ascension from that because there was something that she was going to offer in that core program, but I think it's too big to give away for that little beta test. But it'll be a great upsell from there. Oh, she's already sold me. I'm already in. I'm her first client.
Yeah. What are you selling? What is it?
Shopping. Shop for people.
Shopping. So what's the different price points?
Oh, so that's like because this is. I don't know. What do you charge for your offline?
A lot of money.
How much is a lot of money?
Yeah, but I can't charge this for the individual client. It's gonna have to be different price points.
Yeah.
Like right? So.
But what do you like? So offline, she has companies that pay her to go. Like, what did you just do in Fort Hope? How many clients did you have there?
I did 10.
So 10 clients. She met with them all through Facebook group, right?
Yep.
And just through text.
Yeah. And then I shopped for them by myself, just from looking at pictures and stuff. And I charged $3,000.
Per client or for all 10?
For all 10.
For the weekend?
Yeah.
And they paid your flight and everything like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But so online, go ahead, Brian.
So it looks like we got to charge more.
No, well, and that's just it. So I said to her, so her beta, like her core program is basically for women who are looking to figure out their personality style and dress to feel confident, beautiful, sexy, and successful. And she's got other upsells on top of it, but the main program is figuring out your, the goals and why it's important to them.
Yeah, the goals, the first impressions, your personality style, and color analysis.
Right. And then they can upsell from there to where either she can do an online consultation and shop for them and send it, or they can fly in for an event with her where they actually get a day of shopping and their hair and makeup done and then a photo shoot type thing.
Yeah.
Nice. And have you done that, the photo shoot, makeup, and everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done all of that.
Individually or just group sessions?
And well, I've done it in group sessions, but individually. You know what I mean?
In group, but the photo shoots are individual photo shoots. Yeah,
right.
yeah. But so she would only take like 5 max for a weekend or a 2-day thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, it's pretty interesting. And that's what as far as the pricing, I don't know.
I like our first little program at the $97 for 10 people to test run it to see
Just a test.
How it works online, and then I don't know about the shopping stuff virtually yet either.
Well, I think from there you'll have your testimonials and before and afters and client experiences, and you'll be able to dialogue that and showcase it on your lives and stuff as well. And then after you have your beta test, I think for that 4-week program, like you can go, what is it? So the intro offer is anywhere from, I think it's $97 to $497, and then you're like, middle offer is $497 to $14. Rhonda has it kind of laid out in her step-by-step, but look, like Brian and Rhonda charge $29,000 for their max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So really, I guess it's what you put that value on and what you know it's worth, and then it's learning to sell it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, but starting it, I think that you've got a really good path there to go with.
Like practicing, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure it is, yeah.
And so are you doing Zoom calls, Skype calls with your groups?
Not yet, nope.
No.
Nope, but I will be.
How do you get a group of 10 people together without doing like a group call? You're just like individually putting them into a Facebook group and messaging them individually?
It'll be like they'll go into a Facebook group and then they'll have a weekly Zoom group call, one a week with
you will have a weekly Zoom.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
call.
will.
Okay, cool. I'm like, how do you do that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And then after they go through that, they can either upsell to having a consultation with her and then she'll shop for them. Or they can, if it's especially these 10 people will be local. So, or you can upsell these people to a day with you, which is maybe shopping, lunch, and I don't know, whatever.
No, you can do so many things with what you're doing.
Yeah, totally.
I'm thinking of like, have so much fun too doing it.
Yeah.
We'll get creative on this. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
I know if I was bringing a whole bunch of boys doing that kind of stuff, we'd be having a lot of fun. So, so I got to think. There's so many different avenues. So, cool.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited.
Good.
Anything else with you, Dolly?
What?
Anything else with you, Dolly?
No, I'm excited. Tammy's been really helpful. So
Good.
it's just plugging away at the program. We're getting internet at the cottage Monday. So
Yeah. Nice.
yeah, you guys will get to see our new build.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the lives too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you, Kim?
Well, let me get out of the noise. I'm doing good. I'm just, I just posted my revised social media speech, and just trying to, I attempted my first live the other day, and
You sucked.
I did. I had to stop and then start again, and then my mom drove up and she was really upset over something.
You know what's great is think about when you put like thousands of dollars, like maybe like 3, 4, 5, probably $5,000 of money. You have everybody, all your affiliates are putting their people on there, and you have this big just webinar, and it just doesn't work. Well, that was Rhonda a month ago. You don't have any dollars on it. You just suck ass, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But when it really does matter.
Was that the one she was talking about where she looked all beautiful and turns out people just want to see her sweaty?
No, it was when her.
It was the whole launch of this program.
Of what you're on.
Okay.
It actually still worked, and
Yeah, it did. But
yeah,
I
just gotta get on there and do it.
It's still the worst bomb that I've ever seen of anything that we've done, by far. Not even close.
Wow.
But it still worked.
Yep. I just gotta get on there and do it.
So you're gonna keep on going, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Excited.
learn a lot. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna learn a shitload in a short amount of time.
Yeah, hearing people talking about pricing and everything, I've been trying to put all that together, but I kind of feel like I just wait for Vegas and deal with it then, because
Just wait. Okay. Just focus on you right now. Pricing will help you out with that.
Awesome.
You have no clue.
No, I don't.
Right? And Abby goes, I still paid for the program. Yes, you did. It all came through. Abby had a problem with paying the first time. And I'm like, you use the account number where it should have been the routing number. And it all worked out. It's all good. So for you in the Kim, if I can give you the most the best use of your time is focusing on your branding, going through it. Don't worry about the pricing. You're not going to know.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
You. We'll figure that out for you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So cool. Anything else from you?
Nope. I need to just write out my lives plan and just start doing them and get ready for next week.
Well, get very focused on the videos.
Yeah.
Very focused. Don't get nervous, but and the more prep work you put into them, believe me, I don't like to write out scripts and stuff like that. But man, does it make a difference.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, even if a bearded old dude can do this kind of stuff, even, a yoga woman and a muffin top meltdown and an Abby Abundant and even a domestic violence person, it's like, why not? And then we got Dolly, she'll dress you up. we'll still make it happen. And it'll be good. It'll be action packed. It's gonna be freaking.
Okay, guys, I have to jump off. My computer's dying, and I'm not sure where my power cord is.
Yeah, because you used all the energy from all of us that you
I
have.
did.
We have done more for now.
I appreciate everyone.
Yeah, and Robin, I know that it helped everybody. I know it did.
I'm glad.
It
All
did.
right.
Did it help everybody? I know it did. It had to have.
Okay, good. Sorry for constantly dominating.
Yeah. And you know what? I won't take questions, and I won't go far unless if I know that I'm helping everybody. That's just the way I roll on things, because I want to make it, because I want to help somebody really in depth, but I know I'm not going to go in depth if I can't help everybody, and there'll be like certain things. Yeah. So you did serve.
Well, you guys helped because I have 7 live topics now from this conversation. So I will attempt to not vomit and do one and fail miserably. And Gary Vee said fail forward.
You're going to suck for your first 50, so get used to it.
Okay. So I have to run. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye, Robin.
Bye.
Kim's taken care of. We got Michelle. Michelle, that's the only person that we haven't heard from. What's happening with you,
I kind of
Michelle?
dominated in the beginning, so.
Michelle looks like she's got every single award possible. I think she's actually won the Heisman Trophy.
That's my husband.
He's won the Heisman Trophy? Hopefully it's not O.J. Simpson.
No, we're big Steeler fans.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
So,
What can I help you out, Michelle? Or actually, because I'm not taking it over. I just want to be here for support.
yeah, I just was trying to figure my direction and kind of honed it in on homeschooling and fitness, migraines, menu planning, helping moms. And in talking with Tammy and Kim too, had some great ideas as far as just kind of putting everything under an umbrella and meditating about it and seeing what kind of rises up from that. But those are my focus points. And just starting the program, Larcy got me another link that got me into some of the reading and things that are in the program. So I've started that as well.
It's the Academy.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. Very beginning.
Well, that's good. The first steps of 1,000 miles, or was it? It's Lao Tzu. Starts with the journey of 1,000 steps. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first steps. I'm like, how do I not know that one?
That's it.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So you're taking the first steps. And the thing is, Michelle, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And this is going to be a process. You're taking those. So I'm glad to have you here. Is there anything in particular, would you say, that you have a question on, or are you just still working through?
Really, honestly, just still working through.
Yeah.
I think Michelle had concerns of starting this program because it's the Sexy Brand Building Formula program is an 8-week calls. So she was hesitant to whether she should jump in and do this now or get into the academy and learn a bit more and figure out and then dive in. I said,
okay, go ahead. What did you say, Tammy? And I know that I'm going to second it.
Okay. Okay, better make this good. No, I'm kidding. I told her that
wrong.
I told her that I felt that stepping away from it, I think, would even cause more confusion and getting in there, because once you start learning, I mean, all kinds of stuff starts to pop in your head. And I think being in this program that is a direct path to creating something and being surrounded by everybody who is at different levels, and even though they might seem a step or two ahead, it's going to help her regain that confidence and the control and figure out her path more quickly.
And I saw that tonight, even with Kim shooting back some ideas. that was really helpful too, to get, you know, more input from others. So I think
Mhm.
that's good.
No, that's good. Now that was perfectly explained. I would focus exactly the way that Tammy said it.
Okay.
I was hoping that I wouldn't have to like go through and going, "What are you talking about?" No, she's spot on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The Academy. Here's the thing. The Academy is like the playbook, right? It's just like kind of blah. It's everything.
It's like everything that they've put together in all of their years and learnings and training. So, and you never, and I said, you know, you always have access to the bib calls. You're a bib member at that beginner box. So even if you still have some stuff left to do on this program and you jump on those Thursday night calls with Brian and Rhonda, usually myself, then we're still there to support you on this journey, even if you still have a bit more stuff to figure out. It's not like you just do this and then that's it. You're unsupported on the journey.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things in the Academy that are pinpointed, like, okay, I want to go check out Instagram. Go do that. Oh, I want to go check out Facebook. Great, I want to do that. And then it's like a little manual. But this is a very self-guided, you know, process that you're going through. So stick with that. And after that, like, I would just stay focused 100% on that. Don't even go into the Academy right now. You don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Cool. All right, Abby. Last but not least.
Hey, thank you. All right, I'm stuck, but I'm okay.
All right. We're gonna refrain. You know, I have a feeling I'm gonna take a little time with Abby too. I'm gonna get a little bit more glass of wine. First of all, we gotta refrain. You're never stuck, okay?
Okay.
Take the vocabulary. We have a challenge that we're going through.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're never
Yeah.
stuck. There's no
Okay.
trying. There's only doing. I'll be right back. You start listening. I'll be back in 1 minute because I have to refresh myself with a little glass of wine. It's like
You're
almost
gonna get one. I should get a glass of rum because it's after midday, so it's like beer o'clock now.
You're all Australian too, so it's legal.
Yeah, that's right. And like, I'll show you. I'm in this amazing. Look, guys.
I'll be right back.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
You see, I'm at this 5-star resort in the Gold Coast that I've like paid for myself.
Very nice. Is that a golf course?
But yeah, it's like surrounded by golf course and pools and jumping castles. And look, I have like a little mini bar.
And what?
That's my little mini bar there.
Oh.
So I thought maybe I should like have a rum if Brian's gonna have a wine, but that's okay. So please bear with me if I'm a little bit incoherent. I've sort of been up since like 2 o'clock yesterday morning or whatever. But I think the reason I'm having a bit of problems because I was absent last week just because of my internet and stuff. And I know that I'm in the Gold Coast at the moment for the grand opening of my network marketing business, which is fine. I don't usually do things like this. So I will be able to concentrate next week because I'm actually taking time out to go see my partner's in-laws, and then I'm going down to the beach for 3 months so that my parents can take my kids.
Yeah.
But
so you're on the same type of like path that I'm on right now, so I get it. Okay,
yeah.
No problem. I'm at my parents' place right now.
Yay! But yeah, I've same thing. I've just got so many different ideas all over the place, and I don't know how to bring them together. So I've got my Abundant Abby with that set of ideas. I've got like I really want to leverage the freedompreneur stuff because without that, I'd still be sitting around my pool table going, what the hell am I doing? You know, the Diamond Matrix Masters stuff, the people that have helped me, I'd love to leverage that stuff. And then I've got the chemical-free inner origin type stuff as well. And I thought probably what I need to do, because my group, my little Abundant Abby group's been really interesting lately. I thought I just probably need to do some lives across all of those things and see what sticks and see. I don't know if that's the right thing.
I'm gonna let Tammy hit you up on this because I know she's like chomping at the bit
No, I'm just curious, how many groups do you have right now when you say across all of your things? Like, and so you have Abundant Abbey, and I'm assuming, so correct me if I'm wrong, but is that your kind of brand into the freedompreneur side?
Yeah, and into my own stuff as well. So with the freedompreneur, there's also the Diamond Matrix Masters, which I'd really like to leverage in there. Keen to do that. And then, there's other things I'd like to pull as well. But
let's focus on one thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's extremely focus on one thing. What are you on the Gold Coast for?
The Inner Origin, which is a business that I've joined.
Cool. How long ago?
I'm here till Monday, and then I go to Sydney.
How long ago did you join them?
Not long.
How much have you made with them?
So I joined 2 months ago, and I spent a fair bit of money, and I've made.
What's a fair bit of money? Because I know you spent $30,000 with us.
Not that much. Maybe 4,000.
4,000. Okay, 4,000. Great. And so, are you leveraged to the top, or not?
No, not yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
But I want to use this as one of the platforms for Abundant Abbey, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't want this to be my whole focus.
I want you to, no. Here's what I'm saying. You are at an event right now.
Yeah.
And you have a team.
Yep.
How many?
After a month, 3, 4 at the end of today. I've only really been doing this for July.
Who is your sponsor?
Wendy. She will be here tomorrow.
How much money has she made?
Probably less than me.
How much is her sponsor made? Who is the biggest enchilada that you're going to be connected with?
So your Dave Cottoms and your Phil Websters and your.
How much are they making?
I would have to ask them. I would probably. It's only been going for about 200 days, but they'd probably be making a couple of 10,000s a month at the moment at the very start, because they've come. This is a brand new. They've brought like whole teams across with them.
So they cheated. Okay, I get it. So, but they brought a team. Okay. Tammy, talk to her, because I'm thinking of some things, because the way that I see it, there's moments in time that you have to just focus on how you can leverage your time on the place that you're at. And if you're there, what is the biggest thing you're going to do? It's not Abundant Abbey and I'm this Abundant Abbey. Just let me talk. Let me just go in through my mind, okay? It's like, it's Bob. Who's the big guy's name? And Tammy, if I'm jumping out at Q here, you just jump on me. I'm just thinking of like, I always have to like see things as like this is something you hit really hard, because you only have a certain amount of time to be in front of these people, and how can you make the biggest like impact?
Yeah. So the biggest
guy. With me, Tammy?
Well, I don't know. And the only reason I say that is because if you have, Rhonda just did a live on this a few days ago, and it was about if you're selling everything, you're selling nothing.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. We have to be very specific. And if you're selling everything, you have to be very specific. And that's why I said we have to get very dialed in with what the reason that you're here for.
Like, that's what you're asking. Sorry, I thought you were asking her to hit it hard with her conference right now and with that. If that's the thing you want to run with.
Right. There's right now you are in so like for instance, she only has 3 people. She's new. She's
brand new.
But what is the biggest way that you're going to make the most detriment, like the biggest like impact, right? At this conference. And you're not just going to go around saying, "Hey, I've spent $30K on this coaching program that everybody's going to think that you're nuts." And I'm part of Freedompreneur, and they're going to go, yeah, wow, you did a really great thing. But what's the thing? There's a little bit of time that you're connecting with people, right? How to make the best use of your time in this 3-4 day weekend. That's where I'm getting at, Tammy. And it's not like all these Facebook groups, but it's like, how can you be like, this is what I'm looking to do to get out of this conference. And it's not looking to sell everybody into freedompreneur or sexy brand building. That's not where I'm going at. But like for you, you can only think about a few things right now. And what can we focus you on for the next 4 days that will be the most valuable use of your time? Because I know I've been to so many events, and if I was to know one thing and saying, hey, if you just focused on this, man, it could really change your life in that MLM. That's where I'm going at.
Yeah. So I've got a really great opportunity, and I don't know where to focus, because I was on a nationwide call as the interviewee the other day because of how quick I know it's only 3 people at the moment, but because a lot of my customers are commercial customers and they're all about to come on board as what they call advocates. It's all this silly language. It's the same with everything. You know what I'm talking about.
I get it.
So I was on a nationwide call the other day to do an interview about how I've done that and how I've done that remotely and what my goals are. And then, of course, I've got to go. So the people that have gone, it's just 1 star to 10 star and then chairman. It's the same as everything else.
So walk me through, what was your core points?
Relationship building, how I build relationships using Facebook, and how I listen and I help people solve problems rather than sell. That was my main points that I gave to people. Because there's a lot of people that want to know how to sell using the internet, because I'm so remote. I'm so removed from the rest of Australia. And
so
yeah,
I'm just going to dive in deep really quick, okay?
Yeah.
How much money can you make from this conference by the 3 people that are here for you?
From the conference, I actually don't have any of my team with me.
You got, okay, so the 3 people are not here. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So I was going to explain how to do that.
I know. Well, you can still tell me how to do that. And the reason they're not here is because they're from all over different parts of Australia and other
We'll
things.
do that another time. I want to keep it very streamlined.
Yeah.
So, okay. So there goes one thing. Keep going.
The founders of the company here, and I've, they've been in contact with me and all the rest of it. And I do have to be on stage, and I do have to do like a testimony because of where I've got to. I've got there to or something. Yeah.
Why are you on stage?
To receive an award for climbing up the ranks, but doing that quicker than anyone else has done it so far. Even though it's only with 3 people, obviously other people are way ahead of me. But everyone that's reached the different star levels obviously gets recognized. I just have to do a testimony because I'm remote and I've done it quicker than anyone else. So
Tammy,
I really do love this company.
Tammy, you talk on your thing, and then I got some ideas for you, and we may take this offline.
Really cool. Like I think you might have to choose a little bit more of what direction that you want to go. Because I know when I started, I had my fitness brand, I had my network marketing company. I wanted to sell my nutritional products that were natural, that I knew that would help people. I wanted to build my network marketing team. Then I started working with the Freedompreneur movement. I went through Rhonda's this program right here that you're doing. And I launched my course and I made instant money. And then I had a stranger reach out to me who I had no idea who she was, never knew of her before. And she signed up for the same box I did underneath me. So then I earned a very large commission, affiliate earnings from this program. And then I was like, okay, I'd been working with my network marketing company for 4 years, almost 4 years at that time, and busting my ass like more than 12 hours a day, answering messages during dinner, feeling frustrated because I'm trying to work all the time when I know that I should be with my kids, and never surpassing $5,000 a month. And I only hit that 1 month. Other than that, my income floated anywhere between $1,500 and $3,000 a month.
Yes.
Then when I got into launching my own program, I hit $4,000, over $4,000 in my first month. And then plus my affiliate earnings, I cleared 15 grand in that first month. And I've never made under 3 grand since selling my own stuff. Some months I've had 10 grand months. It floats back and forth, but nonetheless, I did that in 2 months rather than 4 years of working for a company selling other people's products that would never truly be mine, and I had to share that wealth from. And I'm not steering you away from your network marketing company.
No, but do you hear, like, I'm actually loving every single thing that Tammy's saying. Here's the thing. Network marketing companies, why are they interviewing you? They're leveraging you.
And recognition.
Right.
Yeah.
It's right.
Right. It's awesome, but how would you, like, you always have to look at it as saying, how can I leverage them back? Like, by me getting on stage,
I see what you mean.
speaking on it, I leveraged them. Ron and I leveraged them right back. Right? And for what she's saying, what Tammy's saying is like spot on. And you tell your story and you be real authentic. And even though you brought 3 people, you can just, I want you to like replay what Tammy just said. Not that you've done that, right? But that's what you're doing. You're in the process. One of the things that Rhonda and I, why people loved us and they followed us outside of the MLM, is because we were real. We spoke not the way that the company did. Talked about branding. We actually really offended the company on like a lot of times. They were like, ah. But I tell you what, those people, the same time where they're using you, you're like, hey, here's what I'm doing. And here's how I was doing in a short amount of time. So if they're asking you these questions, I decided to brand myself. I decided to do this. You don't have to talk income claims like Tammy's doing, right? Because you don't have any income claims. But you're telling them what you're doing and why you're doing it and how you're going about it. And this is how, it doesn't matter, because if they're acknowledging you, you just like, well, here's how I've done it. And it doesn't matter if it's a dollar volume or how many people. But I tell you what, people will, like, when you share, like, that's interesting. They don't tell us that. Here's what's going to happen. There'll be like conversations and people become Facebook groups with you or Facebook friends and all the things. Yeah. I mean, am I on the same place with you?
No, yeah, for sure. And because then if you're leveraging that and now people from this company are following you and you continue to do what you're doing, you are going to continue to grow faster than anybody else because you're putting yourself out there, taking action, and people are noticing you and wanting to be a part of it because you are creating this movement with your passion and your abundant Abby. Now you can create a program on how to build relationships and sell them to the people in your network marketing company for $97. And you'll also attract people outside of your network marketing company who will then want to join your team. There are tons of bigwigs, Tanya Eliza, Ray Higdon, all of them have network marketing companies that they grow, but they never talk about that. All they ever talk about is how to grow your network marketing company, and that's how they're growing so fast because they're teaching people what it takes to succeed, and those people are saying, you know what? I just want to work directly with you, so they'll sign up for their team.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going at it, and Tammy hit it on the head. She did. If you're going on stage, you better use that platform as your own platform, because what every MLM company says is like, it's not our company, it's your company. Oh, so if it's my company, I'm going to use this stage as if it's my company. You just, and if they're going to promote you, it's like, how did you do it? Just tell it. Like, started branding my own stuff, and they'll probably like be going, oh my God, what is she talking about? This is how it is.
So if I can imagine, like, literally Sally's like, right, you've got 2 minutes to do a testimony, and they're going to say, well, how did you do this? So then it's the, what do I just like say I just had a moment where I took a leap and not like mention you guys, but say I found.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
But like you know what? No, not say like, but not say the Freedompreneur Tribe or the Unstoppable Family, but just say
No,
found.
you don't say that at all.
Don't
Zero.
do that.
At all. No, that's crossing a boundary that you don't do.
What did you do? I branded myself. I got clear in my message. I knew who it was that I wanted to help.
Yes.
Right?
Don't mention us at all.
Yeah, because then people are going to Google them.
Yeah.
No offense, but you want them at least to come through you.
You have to be legit, and you just talk real, but never name drop or anything like that, because then that's like it's a dirty foul.
Talk about all those things that your network marketing company doesn't teach. Dolly and I are in the same network marketing company. They don't teach you to brand yourself. They don't tell you to get crystal clear on your avatar. They don't tell you to figure out who it is that you want to help and how you want to help them. You're not inner origin Abby. You're abundant Abby. So share that you're abundant Abby. Tell people, share a bit about what you do. Say, you know what, guys, I wish that I could share a bit more to help you, because I really want to help you have the success that I've had. Please join my Abundant Abby Facebook group. Take them into your world. Just everything that we're doing here.
And you have to be very careful, because it's their stage. And so if anything, it may not be to join. You want to be careful. Yeah, I want to do that. You can, hey, I'm on Facebook. Just do it but you have to do it very subtle. On Facebook, just abundant. Just, connect with me. But then you're like, obviously, I'm going to be out here. Be sure to connect with me. Like drink together. And it's so light. But once you you don't go to abundantabby.com. Oh my God. Don't do it. There's
going to be plenty of chances to mingle afterwards, so I could always invite people to say, if you want to know more about it,
No, just come and have a drink with me. Have a drink. Have a drink with me.
Yeah, or just share what you can in your 2 minutes, and then just say, you're super excited for this opportunity as well for yourself and for everybody else. You'd love to connect with anyone who has more questions with you. Find me after for a drink.
But think about what Tammy hit it on the head. Think about what they're not doing and saying what you're doing. Because here's what's going to happen. All those people in the audience, how many people? 500, 200, 1,000, 2,000? How many people?
I think about 350 to 400.
Okay. Think about what they don't do and list those things that you do. Because people will be like, wow, that's not what they teach.
Yeah, and then you think about everything. You've got a bunch of people who want to know how to brand themselves, want to know how to get clear on their avatar, want to know how to build relationships on social media, right? Because, and I would also share that, key points. You're not going out of your house, having wellness parties and doing all that, right? You're literally building this in your Facebook group.
Here's a couple things I could say. There's 2 hot topics, right, that they're probably not doing, is branding yourself. I decided to brand myself. And you can, the way I like to say it is because people follow people. You gotta watch how you cross the line. And then what I've also realized, that you gotta have systems. And here's the thing. And when you say you gotta have systems in place, and this online world's not going anywhere, I've realized that I had to leverage marketing funnels and this, and be able to sell myself 24/7, because I can't have, you just got to walk a line. But I tell you what, you want it to be, if they're tapping on you at 3 customers, they're using the hell out of you for nothing. You better use that stage to be, you're using them back right away, and in a very formal, nice way. You never want to cross a boundary, because they're putting you on their stage. But at the same time, you want to hit the things that they're not doing. And it's that's the best way that you can leverage your time this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And then talk to people after.
And here's the last thing I want to say. If it doesn't feel right here, if you're saying something to sell somebody, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
That's it.
Don't do it.
That's it.
You have to walk a great line, but you have to also say why I'm doing and not sugarcoat bullshit and say why I'm doing it. And if you say branding myself and I'm using things on how to do it, that's just so legit. You don't use any of our names. You don't use anything like, hey, if you want to go join my other shit, none of that. It's like, I'm sure you'll find me on Facebook. It's got to be nonchalant. Find me on Facebook. But you know what? I'm very sociable. Like, I'm sure with everybody. I'll be out there having cocktails with you. I'd love to meet you.
Yeah.
I'll be the one on the table dancing.
Yeah,
whatever
pretty
you want
much.
to do.
With the baby on my
Totally.
And as far as that, like Abundant Abby, I mean, that's like, it is abundant. So you can use that as your brand and share both your network marketing opportunity or the Freedompreneur movement, because what you do is set up your process to an application to find out what people are looking for. And from there, you know which to talk to them about.
Yeah.
And you can have a bunch, like if they're going to put a picture of you up on this stage and they go, what is your name? Put Abundant Abby up there. We did Unstoppable Mama, Unstoppable Family, every single one of we branded ourselves on every single one.
Okay.
But we
So
never,
the thing is,
never crossed the boundary though.
I wonder if it's too late to do that now, or if I can say, because I know they've got all the designs and everything done.
Just ask them.
So introduce yourself on stage.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm Abundant Abby. Hey, everyone. Or I'm Abby McKenna, also known as Abundant Abby.
Yeah.
Or better known as, right? Just introduce yourself.
Because the thing is, I've actually only been involved in it for like 5 weeks. But the reason I am involved in it, because I really do believe in it. I've been involved in other stuff that I just was like.
Your live videos on that, your can't even say the word, but explanatory or whatever, your Zoom screen shares and stuff, they're great. Like, absolutely.
And that's where I've got stuck, because I've got Abundant Abby, which is this whole system about stepping outside of social norms, stop portraying to the world that you're someone that you're, am I allowed to swear on here? Someone that you're fucking not, and being.
You can. Be yourself, but here's one thing that I want you to just be so key on. Talk about at least two things. And when I said the branding and systems, because they don't teach you branding, and I just wanted to go out and you tell a story. Here's the best thing. When you're on stage, people only want to hear stories.
Yeah.
Just tell a story about how I decided to become Abundant Abby. Because I realized that people are all, and you can use any of Rhonda's stuff, our stuff, but it's just a story around why I chose that. And the second reason why I'm here and I grew my business so fast, because nobody knows how you grew your business so fast. And if they're putting you up on stage, you obviously must be kicking ass. And the second reason is because I have systems. I realize this world, and just say I have systems in place to where they can work 24/7, and they don't have that. Be a parent about those. Absolutely, but lightly.
Yeah.
Lightly,
I'm okay.
but tell a story. And I'm just like, I've realized that there's these systems all out in the world, and what I realize is I have to focus on that, building these marketing make it funny, be entertaining, do not sell. All about stories. They're putting you on a stage, you better freaking tell a story, because I tell stories when I get on stage, tell stories when I'm on calls with you guys. Yep. Cool. But practice it. If you got 2 minutes, practice it.
I've got 2 minutes, and what is it today? Thursday. So I've got 2 days. 2 days.
Cool.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you will get a following in that group if you talk about branding and you talk about systems.
Yeah.
A story, a 45-second story around each one of them and why you did it and where I was and it's why and how, because they put you. Just remember, they're putting you on stage because you crushed it. Nobody knows how you crushed it, but this is how I was able to do this. Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then I just have to work out, because I've got a fun at Abby, and then I've got like leveraging you guys, and then
Here's
Tammy,
the thing. Can I take one more thing?
Yeah.
Focus on this weekend. Put 100% of your focus. I don't want you thinking about anything else.
Okay.
I want you to focus on what you want to leverage, because what you're also doing is you're leveraging connecting with people.
Yeah.
When you're having conversations, you're having conversations of why branded and why I'm using the systems. And it's going to be repetitive over and over this conversation. Wow, you said something very important. Monday comes, we go on to the next thing.
Yeah. So maybe, did you want me to skip Fridays? Because Friday everyone's arriving, so I can use that time to...
No, you still jump on, because you're going to get another freaking piece of advice.
Good, yeah, good, because I've been missing them, and I'm so, excellent. Thank you.
That's the thing. You jump on these live calls. It's not about what exactly it's on it, and I'm just looking at it like, how can I serve you in this moment of time?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll just be vanilla, like Rhonda says, and you're like, and I was joining this network marketing and blah blah, and it's wasted time. Your time is valuable.
Yeah. And just so you know, I have a dress. So when I am up on stage and they go, which one do I talk to? People are going to remember the dress. I'm going to kill this.
Awesome.
The one in the Matrix orange and white dress. Not the one in the black and white dress. The one that looks like she's going to kick down buildings.
Awesome. All right. Cool, Abby. I look forward to seeing it. Anyone else? Tammy?
Thank you so much.
You got it.
No, it's good. Have fun with that, Abby. And we'll chat next week, because I know what your dilemma is. We'll work on that. All right.
My dilemma?
Thank you. That'd be great. Thank you.
Dolly's yawning. Anybody else have anything? I personally am going to sign off myself. It's 11:15, and
I'm off too.
I got a 7 a.m. workout.
Go to sleep.
Good night.
Okay. Good night, guys. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tammy. You rocked it.
Bye. Thanks for joining. I've missed you.
Thank you so much.
I've been missing. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.